Hello, my fireflies, and welcome back to the TheCyanFirefly. It's me, Lyiat, and today we're going to take a look at the new, I don't know what you'd call it, the action RTS, or MOBA style, or whatever kind of game you would like to refer to it as. The genre has no set name at the moment, but, anyway, the game's called AirMech. I'm sure you have seen information about this game floating around lately. It's a pretty interesting one. Basically, you get control of these flying mechs. You have to go around, you have to place vehicles and stuff like that, and you have to, all in all, destroy the enemy base, like other MOBA-style games. Now, before I actually get into the full gameplay, I'm gonna show you a little bit to do with the background of this game, because as a MOBA, it's pretty much a free-to-play game. You don't have to pay anything to play it, but there is a hold on. There is, of course, a monetizing system for them to actually make money. Now, you can go to a store, which you can buy various different things. Specifically, you can buy diamonds with real-world money. I have very few diamonds at my disposal. So, what you can do with these diamonds is effectively buy skins and unlock certain units in the game. Most of the stuff that you can purchase with diamonds, you can purchase with kudos, which are the in-game currency, except for stuff like boosts and certain skins. Now, I can actually show you what some of those are. For instance, these are the three current mechs I have access to: the Striker, the Bomber, and the Saucer. Now, if I had some diamonds, I could make them look unique. I could do some interesting things to them that basically just give them some interesting skins. Conversely, I could go in here and I could purchase these with diamonds rather than actually spending in-game currency. The only thing that really does is speed up the progression curve. Basically, if you don't want to spend a whole bunch of time unlocking crap, you can just spend some real-world money and get it early. So, there's no inherent advantage to it. It's just, I don't feel like unlocking these over time. I just feel like getting them now. There are also a couple of cosmetic items you can purchase, like different tracer fire, different colored contrails. You can also get things that follow you around. You can get the Flying Husky Pup, which is a reference to Husky StarCraft. He's another well-known YouTuber. That's not to say I'm a well-known YouTuber, but there you go. The other thing you have access to, actually, hold on, let me start from the beginning. So, before you start a game, you have several decisions to make. You have to pick a loadout, which is the units you can bring into battle. This is the particular loadout I will be using. There are several different things in the game that you have access to. My particular loadout is very tank heavy, so I'm very good at pushing through large lines of enemies. But you can set up all sorts of different things. You can, for instance, have a full infantry line that will help you cap outposts really quickly. Yes, you can spawn creepers from Minecraft. They're particularly amusing. They basically just rush in Zerg-like and explode. Very similar to the Bomber, you can just use more of them. Actually, I think it might just be a reskin. I don't know. I really don't. Anyway, moving right along here. So what other things can you bring into combat with you? Well, for instance, your actual mech. There are very significant differences between each mech. They all have their own different playstyles. I particularly like the Bomber because it allows me to destroy enemy units very quickly and easily. Its ground mode is kind of a melee with quite a bit of damage, and it can also take to the air and just drop bombs on stuff, typically out of harm's way from anything that would be trying to attack it on the ground. There are also a number of different pirates you can unlock. Pilots that you can unlock. which give various different benefits to your actual mech. Some of these, it's a very minimal bonus, to be honest. They're not that big. For instance, this guy's plus 10% credits earned, plus 10% credits cap, plus 5% unit build speed, minus 10% AirMech attack power, minus 10% AirMech damage resistance. So he's really good at getting he's okay at getting units out pretty quickly because he makes money quicker and builds them a little faster, but in direct AirMech combat, he's a little bit weaker, which I'm alright with. I tend to focus on actually getting my units out rather than fighting ship to ship. There are a number of other different pilots you can access to. You can actually unlock Husky from Husky Starcraft and Chimney Swift. Again, both relatively well-known YouTube personas. There are also a number of items which are similar. They all do little things. They actually aren't that big. The buffs aren't all that huge, so they're not that integral. But it does give you a tiny bit of an edge. The one I'm currently using is Mooncake, which gives you 100% yummy cake, which basically means you forfeit a bonus to possess yummy cake. Well, what does yummy cake do for you? Well, that ties into another one of the systems. There are actually quests. These quests, basically, it's a matter of keeping track of your progress. Various different things allow you to unlock some kudos points, which can help you unlock stuff a little bit quicker. There are certain quests that actually will award you diamonds, so you can unlock certain diamond items without having to spend real-world money as long as you do the quests that are revolved around them. Now, I'm actually doing the Yummy Cake quest, which allows you to, if you play enough games with the Yummy Cake and you play enough games with other people with the Yummy Cake, you get this particular achievement, which is pretty cool. You can have your stats, you have a referral system. Not sure where that is. But yes, you can actually refer players. If you feel like playing this, by the way, my referral code is down below, so feel free. It does keep track of how many players... It does keep track of your most recent players you've dealt with. I do know that I ran into Pancho Grande earlier, if anybody knows who that is. I certainly do. But, alright, so that's that. I'm not sure if there is much else to talk about. You can set up a completely customized game. I don't really recommend it. It can take a while to actually get somebody in there. You could also do a AI game that is basically yourself and a couple of AI fighting out with one another, which... it can be a little boring, to be honest, because it's the AI. The AI is actually really bad at what they do. They're just not good at the game. It's poorly programmed, so I think they might want to work on the AI. Is typically, if you lose a player and the AI takes over, and it's just you versus two enemies, and you're relying on your AI to back you up, you're gonna be screwed. Alright, so I'm going to hop into a game, and I will probably see you guys when that actual game starts. Alright, and we're good. Game is starting in a few moments, so I'm going to rush something really quickly, so don't expect me to explain right at the beginning here. Oop. There you go. Okay, so... the things I just quickly placed all around the base are actually money-making machines that will help our economy a little bit. They give us both a little bit of money, which is somewhat important to have. Alright, here we go. So, what do you have to do in this game? Well, basically, build stuff, take over areas, like that. This area over, ow, like that area over there, and basically give your enemy an all-around bad day. Alright, so I'm gonna start throwing stuff down here. Now, a couple of things I want to remark on before I start. You might be seeing me, you might see me get some really nasty frame droppage during the course of this game. That actually has nothing to do with fraps in this particular instance. That actually has to do with the fact that this game has a really odd system in it where if one player lags, every player lags. I don't really know how I feel about that. Just gonna grab some infantry really quick. Now, basically, what you have to do is take over these little places. The only way you can actually take over these little places is by the use of infantry. Now, your home base will spawn infantry over time. They will shoot out these little creep waves, but you can speed it up by purchasing your own little infantrymen. I currently only have the soldiers, and manually placing them down. Now, here's actually what I have for usage. I have the soldier, which is a basic infantry unit. He advances forward, he shoots at anything that comes in front of him, and he'll capture the nearest building. Infantry actually do not take any instructions, so you can't actively tell them what to do. You can't actively tell them what to do. They just follow their own pre-programmed AI. Yeah, it looks like Zeus is lagging a bit, which is causing the whole game to lag. Anyway, I also have Longhorn tanks, which are reasonably powerful. Patchers, which repair all units near them. T-99 turrets, which, they're pretty good. They shoot forward, and they also have a decent anti-air attack. Gemini tanks, which are very powerful, more advanced versions of the Longhorn. They do more damage. And Seekers, which are basically just anti-air. Whoa! Specialized tanks. I need to actually focus on the game here, otherwise we're going to get our butts kicked. Alright, I'm going to queue up a couple of turrets, and wow, he really set up over there. You can actually, with a small chance, shoot missiles down. I wasn't directly over the outpost, so I wasn't getting healed there. That was mostly my fault. Looks like that guy was flying the Osprey. The Osprey is a support mech, and it can do some very nasty things. Alright. Now, you might notice that I'm actually, I'm actually putting stuff at the entrances of my base. There's actually a really important strategy with that in mind, because it prevents infantry units from actually entering your base. Wow. Hell in a handbasket. So many rockets! How does he have so many rockets? Oh my. This is not a good situation. Well, there we go. You can pick up a couple of patchers and throw them down, so his artillery isn't just going to be wiping out my stuff. Patchers can also heal one another, so once they're done actually healing that turret, they'll start healing each other, so I don't have to worry too much about that situation over there. Which is good. That's good. I gotta break that as soon as possible. That's not a good situation to have. Wow, he already destroyed one of the patchers. This is not a good day. Destroying players is somewhat important. It can net you some additional money and experience. As you gain experience, you do level up, which allows you to purchase certain abilities and buffs. For instance, I'm currently purchasing my bombing buff, which allows me to attack units that are on the ground from the air. Units that normally wouldn't be able to hurt me. I would have to engage them on the ground, which kind of puts me at risk. Jeez. Ow. So many rockets. Holy hell. Yeah, these players are obviously very experienced. The matchmaking system's actually relatively broken, unfortunately. There aren't a whole lot of players playing this game, so you actually end up getting put with some very experienced players, even though you probably shouldn't be. Oh, so many goddamn rockets. It's really not a wise idea to attack me while I'm on here, buddy. I'll just regenerate whatever health you take away. Now, this guy has made the mistake of not reinforcing his tanks with any patchers, so I will actually not be having to deal with this too much. Because, unluckily for him, he just flat out can't repair those units. Alright, I'm gonna throw down a bunch of patchers over here, so... Just a ridiculous amount of patchers, because all I can really do is hope to hold on right now. I have no idea what my teammate's doing, but it doesn't seem to be all that effective. There we go. There we go, destroy this SAM site, or whatever you want to call it. Done and done. But yeah, he's riding on top of us pretty hard. Zeus, what are you doing? You are lagging the hell out of the game. Whoa! Such a ridiculous amount of rockets! Like, I don't even know what to say at the moment. That is just fracking crazy. Holy hell. That is an unfair number of rockets headed my way. Like, it's just flat out silly. Maybe if I can grab some Seekers and throw them down. I do not know. Oh, no, 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 no. You stay out of there. Unfortunately, this is just a losing battle. I have no way to really deal with this. I need my teammate, and he is basically hanging out somewhere off in the corner. Probably just focusing on destroying the enemy, which really isn't all that useful right this second. We need to break this line, damn it. Yeah, he has some really heavy-duty units over there. I don't know what to do! Ah! You know what? With all this front-loaded stuff, I wonder. Yes, they have left their base pretty much completely open. It might be considered a cheesy tactic, but I can sweep in from behind, drop a bunch of units behind him. Let's do a vote kick on this guy, because he has been lagging the game quite considerably. Which is slightly annoying. Alright, so we can just drop some units off behind there and kind of piss them off a little bit. You can pick up your teammates' units. That's something important to take into account. Alrighty then. Well, we're shooting their base a little bit, but we aren't getting all that far with it because of the difficulties. I also had to sacrifice this outpost. There's pretty much no way we're gonna win this map. I hope you guys realize this. We were kind of screwed from the start. Because these guys are actually really good. I have no idea how he swarmed the way he did right up on that breach. Probably has something to do with the fact that I was sitting here talking through most of the beginning where I'd normally be moving. What else is there to the game that I haven't explained yet? There isn't a whole lot. I mean, obviously you shoot, you move with the W, A, S, and D. You have your special abilities with each individual mech class. You can land on the ground, do your combat on the ground. This particular mech has focuses on melee combat, which is kind of important to note. Does change up your strategy quite a bit in that particular instance. Alright. No, they do not like me being up here. Not at all. Oh my. I am just clearly out of my league. Well then. These guys just kind of know how to stagger play, really. They know how to slowly build their army and creep up. It's not a playstyle I'm very used to in this game, to be honest. Alright. Now, another thing I probably should have explained at some point is the fact that you can pick up units and heal them manually. If you pick up a unit and bring it back to your base, you can actually heal it in that manner. So, which is kind of important to take into mind when you're under heavy fire like I am at the moment. Jeez! This is just ridiculous! How do I compete with that? Holy hell. Shoot down the rockets. That's basically the only way I'm getting experience right now. That's just insane. It's also rather late at night, so there are some very experienced players. Basically, the only people that are playing at this current time are the very experienced players. Well, it looks like the lagger got kicked, which actually... Whoa! Goliath problem incoming. Goliaths are super heavy tanks. This is probably the end of the game right here, because those Goliaths, they will chew through our home base really quickly. Yeah, this is over. I have no idea where my teammate is at the moment. He's certainly not helping me defend the base. Yeah, done. Oh well. Oh well. Yes, I was definitely stuck with people much higher than I am. People who definitely knew what they were doing and have quite a bit more experience in playing this game. So I'm probably going to show you another game really quick, probably with another build. Oop, let's actually get out of this, shall we? Nope, that's not what I want to do. This loadout has the bomber. Yes, go away. I want to swap to my second loadout, thank you. and I'll show you how that plays, and we'll go from there. I'll see you guys in a few minutes once again. Alright, we appear to be in a match that's a bit better optimized for somebody of my skill level. Hopefully. We will have to see. Ah! Once again, somebody with significant lag problems. Go away. I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, I should have clicked yes, but oh well. There are now money makers that are completely useless. Yeah, I'm gonna vote to kicker this time because, jeez. Alright. Alright, so throw down some infantry to pick those up. Alright, so I've got some faster units this time around. Alright. Really? Why would you take the fight directly to our base right there? That's not that bright of an idea. Something I probably should have pointed out, you can pick up the creeps, and you can pick up multiple of certain types of units at any given point in time. Girl, whoever you are literally just wasting time. The only thing you're probably going to do is give me some experience and some cash. Throw down some units. I have a little bit of a faster build this time around. One that will hopefully get me some quick cash, some quick grabs. I'm also in a considerably faster mech, which is something to be aware of. Makes me a little bit more of a threat. I also have these runners, which are really good at... Jeez. Do you not like living? I don't think this guy knows how to play the game. Alright, I need to do some capturing again. Obviously not a player that is all that experienced with the game, because they just keep on trying to attack our economy, which is a little bit too well defended at this point in time to do a whole lot of damage to. At least this early on. Should probably back off a little bit there, chica. Or, well, might not be a girl. Might be a guy. I have no idea. Pick up a couple of units. This is getting ridiculous. Please kick this player. Thank you. I'm sorry that the enemy team has to deal with not having a PC player with them, but jeez. When you are literally lagging out the game for everybody else every couple of seconds, you need to be kicked. I'm sorry. Alright. So, let's get some, Well, let's get some armor for the mech. Why not? That sounds like a good idea. We can build up our economy a little more with these money-making machines. You don't necessarily have to have these money-making machines. It's something you might not realize. There are some very viable builds that do not have them in it. They are not builds that I typically use, but they do exist. Yes, this guy's doing what I think he was doing. There is a special type of attack that people call the block attack, which, well, it's not really an attack, it's a tactic. It's called the block attack, which is a big rush early on using some very cheap, fast-moving units. They can typically blow past the neutral creep that is in the middle of most maps. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take these and have them all follow this particular unit, which is done by quickly hitting the F key. And then I will set that front unit to attack when they are ready to go. And then you basically just follow along behind it and provide it all the cover fire that you can. Starting to run out of energy. Energy can actually screw you over if you aren't paying too much attention. Alright, Y to send it boldly ahead, which should send the rest of the army after it. Perhaps. No, we screwed up a little bit. Oh well. These things can happen. It's just so many units to keep track of. So, basically, shit happens. Oh, let's get out of here before we get ourselves killed, shall we? And basically, you keep on sending massive waves like that. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. It depends on how experienced your enemy is. With these guys, it doesn't seem to be working all that well because they did actually defend their home base quite a bit. Yeah, there's some really nice heavy-duty stuff defending their home base, so not the best idea to go straight for the jugular, as it were. However, it would be a good idea to take the central area from them, because they don't seem to have it covered all that well from the... There is definitely some room to actually attack it from the sides and drop some infantry right in there. How rude. Yeah, just drop these right in there. This base is now mine. This is my base. There are many like it, but this one is no longer mine. Let's pull out of there. Oh my. It seems like they've actually managed to get past my defenses somehow. I don't understand how that works. On some levels, it seems like it doesn't particularly matter. You can have it fully defended, but units can still somehow slip in there. Not sure why that happens from time to time. Unfortunately, the mechanics don't always explain themselves all that well, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Alright. He's just going to keep on sending units in my general direction. Because he is not too happy with me. Oh no, no. And I do not blame him. Go away. Die. Getting player kills, while useful, is not hugely important. You can succeed without doing it. But it's always nice to pick up a kill when you can. Because, like I said before, it does net you some experience, which is always good to have. If your mech is more powerful than the enemy mech, you can generally do some very unkind things to them. Stay away from my base, damn you. What is with this lag? Now it's my teammate that's doing it. Go away. Destroy all the infantry. You are not taking my base today. And if I keep on destroying the enemy's unit, then I will swiftly level up, which will allow me access to... Actually, I don't have any big units in this particular match. I wonder why I didn't take any. It also seems like we've hit the unit cap. Not always a good thing. Where the heck are all our units if we've already hit the unit? That's where they would be. Come on, dude. We just kind of have to start moving things forward, because otherwise it's just not going to happen, mate. Alright, let's get this stuff down. Alright. Seems to be a concentrated effort over here. And we might actually have this back fairly soon. Yeah, now he's getting destroyed before he even knows what's going on, so that's pretty good. Alright, move these units up a little bit. Fire the rockets. I've unlocked the secondary fire for the ground version of this particular mech, so I can actually pull out an energy sword and start hitting people with that. Something good to have. Go away. It's always hilarious to see a mech fly by, basically completely covered in rockets. I have achieved level 7. Let's heal these guys up a little bit, because they do not seem to be supported by any patchers whatsoever, which is not always a good thing. Go away. We can heal up, we can buff up our creep waves a little bit now. I think that'd be a good idea. Wow, that was a crazy display. Get me closer to them. I want to hit them with my sword. That will apply in any situation, including mech battles. get a couple of things down here, hopefully. Because we really want to build a strong attacking force. That said, our strong attacking force seems to be spread out all over the place. We have hit our unit cap, which is something to say. I mean, I don't know where all these units are that we've supposedly hit the unit cap with. Alright. Jeez, what? This lag is ridiculous. It's really just silly. It's my teammate now, too, which is just insane. If the enemy did want to kick him, I wouldn't object to it. I don't think I can initiate a vote kick on my own teammate, though. Alright, everybody move forward, please. For devastation and hellfire. Alright, just throw a couple of units down to advance the line a little bit. Hopefully we will win this fight. Oh my. So many rockets. The amount of rockets in this game gets really crazy. No, I'm not going to say the amount of rockets is too damn high. That's just silly. Man, where the heck did all of our troops go? That's what I want to know. Alright, get rid of you. Probably shouldn't have thrown that there, but whatever. Oh my. Some nasty stuff going on. These are some hefty-duty foot soldiers. Gonna use them. Oh! Very powerful neutral mob zone. Not a good place to be. No, no, no. Alright, let's pick up this tank, throw it back here so they don't start taking land out from behind us. Even though they're most assuredly going to try. Because they are lowly cowards. Yes. Alright, let's take this as soon as possible. Use it as a staging area. Alright, pair that up a little bit. Throw these down to make it impossible for them to take it back at the moment. Everything's fine. Everything's dandy. Pick you up and heal you. And hold your ground, tank. Destroy the mechs. The tiny little infantry mechs. Go away. Ah! Keep on running right into them. Not the best thing in the world. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Where the heck are all of our units? That would be why he has them over there. I'm sorry, mate. I'm gonna have to start stealing some of your units because you have used all of them. I have a ridiculous amount of money because I can't afford... because I can't buy anything because you've gotten us to the bloody cap. And that would be a Goliath. Goliaths are, as I said before, incredibly good at breaking lines. They just smash straight through them. There's very little you can do about it, unless you have Goliaths to counter them with. The other player has grown a little desperate. He's currently trying to throw whatever he can at us. Not that we're going to allow this behavior. Oh no. We don't even really need this particular area anymore. My god, we have so many units on the field. And we're hardly even using any of them. Alright, come on, move everything up. Ah! Well, I got blown out of the air, haha. I did level up at some point, not entirely sure when. Some more armor should help with that particular issue. The issue being me blown out of the air, of course. Alright. Wow, do I still have an experience point to spend? Looks like I do. Anything else? No? Alright, let's pick you guys up and throw you someplace where you will be more useful. Because you're kind of just killing time in the background for the moment. Alright, move everything up. Destroy the enemy base. There we go. Carnage and destruction. Victory is ours. Awesome. Well, whoa. That is pretty much AirMech in a nutshell. Lots of chaos, lots of ships blowing up everywhere, tanks by the hundreds surging into one another, giant explosions. It's very easy to lose track of a lot of what you have. I mean, we were basically at unit cap through that entire match. I have never seen me have this many credits at the end of a match. That is literally just an absurd number. And it's mainly because I did not have any of my big, hefty units in play. I normally have like Goliaths or Berthas, which are big artillery units. So I didn't have a money sink, and not to mention my team member just kept buying units ridiculously all the time. So there it goes. That is AirMech. There is a link down below, a referral link through me if you feel like actually playing the game for yourself to see how it plays. I know I will probably be playing this for a little while longer, so there's no reason why you shouldn't at least give it a look. Not to mention, I get bonuses if you guys play, so feel free to try out. But for now, this has been Lyiat with TheCyanFirefly. I will see you all next time. Oh god.